Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe. Verse 43 of Shri Vilapa Kusumanjali. Just to soothe your proud pig, the prince of Braja places your feet on his head, thus making it even more beautiful with the mark of your foot leg. When will I make your feet most splendid with this nectarian foot leg? Notes. Sri Raghunath's Svarupavesh is very vivid, and in this absorption he prays to Swamini for her devotional service. How wonderful is his taste of these visions. How agitated he is when he loses this consciousness again. Those who have attained perfection have nothing else but experience. And those who are very advanced in bhajan also experience some kind of succession of experiences. Otherwise, how could they continue? This succession of transcendental experiences, including even their dreams, are the life support of the Premika devotees. Sri Raghunath's Svarupavesh is genuine and not at all false. The sadhakas should first endeavor and try for these experiences, and afterwards everything becomes natural, as is the case with the devotees who have attained rati. How sweet it is to be with Swamini in a transcendental absorption. The experienced devotee is always immersed in this rasa. A great agony awakens in Sri Raghunath's heart when the vision disappears from him and his heart is floating once again on the waves of prayer that carry him back into the kingdom of Leela. This time he or she will anoint Sri Radhika's foot soles with the color leg dye and saying, "Hey Shyamaju, do you know the greatness of the foot leg?" How sweet are these words, even if they are just uttered within the mind. When the smaran becomes very intense, it is as if one speaks them directly to Swamini. The devotee does not think anymore, "I am doing smaran." This is a visputi of Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. Sri Das Goswami sees that as Tulsi Manjari, he or she takes a cup of foot leg and a brush, while sweetly saying, "Brajendra Nandana's head will become more beautiful when it is anointed with your foot leg," as he tries to soothe your peak by placing your feet on his head. But that does not make Krishna inferior. It will increase his superiority. The Goswamis say that Sri Krishna's greatest qualities are that his mind melts with love and that he is controlled by love. This quality gives life to all other qualities. Sri Radhika is the embodiment of that love, so naturally she controls Krishna the most. And Krishna's quality of prema vashyata, subjugation by love, is manifested to the utmost when he is with her. When the poet Jayadev was describing in his famous Gita Govindam how Krishna held Radha's feet on his head just to soothe her pique, he could not find the right words to add the Sanskrit words. While the poet went for his bath, Krishna himself came and wrote the missing syllables down for him in the book, which were Dehi Pada Palavam Udaram. Give me your generous lotus feet. We meditate on Mohan as he submits himself to Sri Radhika. The leg color from Sri Radha's lotus feet sticks on Krishna's head, and the marks form its decoration. Even the colorful peacock feather crown cannot make his head as beautiful as this red footleg of Sri Radhika's. The Kinkaris know the purpose of this very well. Srila Leela Shuka says, Mohan, you are uniquely known as Shiki Pincha Mauli, he who wears a crown of peacock feathers. Why does Mohan wear the peacock feather? When he enters Vrindavan forest to tend the cows, the peacocks see his fresh monsoon cloud-like aura and are dancing in ecstasy. Seeing their dancing, Shri Mohan Nataraj, the king of all dances, dances along with them, imitating them by wiggling around on his knees and lifting his hands. When they see this, the peacocks dance in ever more and more greater dance, ecstasy, dropping a feather or two. Shri Krishna thinks that the peacocks thus say to him, Oh, God of love, if fate has given us human bodies, we could have served you with fruits and flowers from the forest. But alas, we are not so fortunate. We are just birds, and everybody loves our feathers. If you would lovingly accept this insignificant offering, then we would be blessed. So Krishna, who is giving himself away in exchange for an offering of even a spoon of water and a tulsi leaf, accepted the simple gift of love on his head. Sri Radhika makes the best offering by printing her red footleg on his head with great pride. It is the love with which she does it that increases the beauty of his head, not just the color of the footleg. Transcendence becomes decorated with the color of pure love in this way. Srila Kavikarnapurna has expertly glorified Radha's footleg as follows. One day, when Sri Radhika was in an independent mood, Sri Hari was anointing her lotus feet with footleg, and he became so attracted to the sweetness of these feet that he held them to his chest, so that the color that was not dry yet got stuck to his chest. May that red-like color on Radha's lotus-like feet that stick on Mohan's chest more beautifully than even the Srivatsa sign, the Kaustuba gem, and the goddess of fortune that is praised with special verses by the glow of the rising morning sun, and that destroys the darkness of the night. It perks like a blooming red lotus flower in the bluish water of the Yamuna river. May it protect you. In the same way, Manini's Radhika, in a mood of Mahan, loving anger. Her footleg increases the beauty of Mohan's head. One day, Shrimati is angry with him, so Mohan falls at her feet and says, "If you won't look at me or speak with me even once, then how can I live?" Pacifying her proud anger by placing her feet, which are moist with perspiration, on his head, thus coloring his head with her red footleg and making his peacock feather fall off. Mohan is the emperor of the kingdom of Rasa. By holding these feet on his head, he becomes Rasika Shekhara, the crown jewel of relishes. Tulasi is absorbed in Swamini's service, applying her footleg. This service is so attractive that she, Mohan, Hari sometimes even takes the risk to enter into Mother Jatila's house to freely engage in this service, has dressed himself like a barber girl. Dressed like a barber girl, a haircutter, Mohan enters the palace where Rai, Radha, was sitting. Holding a mirror in his hand and a nail-leg on his chest, he told her, "Please sit down for a manicure." That humorous, amorous girl sat down, opened her golden box, and filled a clean jug with scented water. Then she began to make Roy's nails as beautiful as the moon with her nail-leg. This barber girl is named Shyama and blissfully wanders around like a puppet of butter. She rubbed and rubbed Roy's feet with footleg and constantly looked whether it was done nicely or not. Holding her feet to her chest, she wrote her name on the foot soles in a wonderful way. The barber girl said, "Oh, fortunate girl, look at your feet and consider if my work is good or bad." Looking carefully, beautiful Roy said, Oh, hey, which name have you written there? Introduce yourself to me." The barber girl said, "Oh, fortunate girl, I am named Shyam and I live in your town." "This is not a barber girl. Go home after you have finished your manicure job." Because Mohan has accidentally written the male name Shyam on Radhika's foot soles instead of the female name Shyama. Shri Radhika then asked him, "But why do you write that name?" And Krishna apologizes by saying, "Sorry, I cannot spell so well. Radhika then says, Rogue, it's you! But she cannot shout out loud because she is sitting in the house of her mother-in-law in Yavat. The service of Prema Mai, Radha, who is full of love for Krishna's feet, is the greatest wealth of Rasika Raj, Krishna, the king of relishes. The Rasika devotees will understand it, but the ignorant will not. While Raghunath Das applies the footleg, the vision disappears, and he laments and prays for that devotional service. Shri Rasika Chandra Das sings, Krishna rolls at your feet to soothe your turbulent, jealous anger and dyes his head with your footleg. That makes his head even more beautiful beyond comparison. When will I apply that footleg to your foot soles with my own hands and fill my eyes with this beauty that breaks the pride of all other effulgences, the rising of its blossoming sweetness. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda